Hello people, welcome to the Creator of Bricks, and today I have a custom to show off. I haven't done a custom video in a long time, but I have my first custom in a long time to show off. Last one I did, I think, was my video on the Arkham Knight Batman and my Action Comics 1000 custom. This, I think, is the best Superman custom I've ever done. This is using the DC Multiverse Task Force Superman body. This was a great base body for this custom. So I kind of made a John Byrne / Alex Ross looking Superman. That's kind of what I was going for here, is a little bit of both. It took me a long time to do this. It took a lot of repainting, and I had to acetone all the paint that was previously on this figure, and then I had to repaint the belt. Then I had to repaint the body. Well, I didn't have to do that. I just chose to do that. I chose to repaint the blue on the figure. And then I went ahead and got some stickers for the back logo and the front logo, and I chose to go with a glossy look for this because you see, like Alex Ross Superman, for instance, the figures that people make for them, or make for his artwork, like the DC Direct Superman Alex Ross, they always use a glossy finish for their logos. I usually tend to like a kind of a matte look for my logos, but I thought for this I'll go with a gloss, and most of the time it looks good. It kind of, when you get to some of the bumpy areas where I couldn't completely get this sticker flat, it kind of draws too much attention to itself. But when I have it like back here, and it just kind of draws attention to itself in a nice way, I think. But yeah, it was a lot of trial and error for this. I thought I got it to a good point, though. I got all the joints painted up, and it composed really well. This figure is just a gorgeous body for Superman. It's bright, it's colorful, and, well, especially after I repainted it, it's really bright and colorful now. Just all the colors I used: bright yellow, bright red, and this bright blue I used for the body. But yeah, I have an Action Comics head on here, but I can put the original head if you want the 90s look, which this is supposed to be based on for the video game. The video game is based on, or well, Justice League Task Force is based on the video game, and the video game is based on Superman at the time, which had the mullet and everything. But if you want a normal Superman, you can use this head. This is from the Superman Rebirth. I actually have the body over here. There's a Superman Rebirth figure over here. Here's a more vanilla version of it. Well, kind of. I did repaint the boots. Well, it's not even boots. It's more this really like this line above the boot, and then I did the cuffs too, because Superman Rebirth has the lighter blue cuffs. Yeah, you can also have the 90s head on there. So here's what that looks like, and the fact that there was no yellow S on there ticked me off, so I had to get that. It took me a couple tries to get the yellow S. From what I ordered on Amazon, you can get custom stickers made for $3 for one sheet, and you get 6 of them. Sloppy version, because I've went through these already, but you'll get like a sheet, a 3-inch sheet like this, and I had to adjust the size of the logo to fit what I needed. And I actually did get really big versions. I'll show an image of what I had initially that was really stupidly big of these logos, but they're really nice quality. They're kind of raised slightly. They're not like actually raised. See, there's a difference between like the reds and yellows in terms of where they are. Like the red is slightly raised up from the yellow, but you can't really feel it exactly. It's just a slight raised thing. Yeah, here's my logo up close. It looks pretty good. I did custom make this logo myself digitally. Just a PNG of the Superman logo. I custom made the logo to fit a John Byrne, Alex Ross Superman logo. But yeah, what I essentially did was just turn this logo into this logo. I just removed the black lines and kind of filled it out a little bit. Yeah, I got the custom stickers on Amazon. They have a seller on there that makes custom stickers, and they come in within like 5 days. I did have to get the replacements. It did come out how I wanted in the end, so I wasn't too mad about it. the yellow set, and for this set it came out to $10 for both of them, because they're like $4 and then tax, so it came out to around $10. But yeah, I just used this listing on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can actually go get some stickers yourselves. A very important thing I will warn everyone about, though, is when you are making this sticker, make sure after you put the image in that you have the correct size. You can adjust the size, which I will show you how to do in the video I have up of me doing this. You will have to adjust the size to about this. I'll put an image up right here. This is the size that I put in for the yellow logo, and for the red logo you'll want something like this, but if you want a slightly smaller red logo you'll have to go a little bit smaller if you want, but this is the size I went with. So here's the beginning process of this custom. I started out with using the DC Classic trunks, and then I just kept messing around with the head, and then I eventually repainted the logo, got the cell shading off the logo, and I just kept messing around. And I just kept playing with a bunch of things, really, and then I got this configuration right here with the smiling head, and I thought it looked good at the time, and then I repainted the logo, put some gold in there, and I thought it looked cool at the time. Once again, I was having some fun messing with it, and then I got the big stickers, and they were just way too big. It just looked like this Indian Superman and Spider-Woman video my friend showed me a long time ago, and I just kept laughing at it because of how goofy it looked. The logo for the back was also too big, and I just couldn't use any of it. Then I repainted the body. I tried doing the cell shading in a lighter color because I did like the shading for the abs, but I didn't like it anywhere else. It's the only place I liked the shading because it brought out the sculpt a little bit. But I ended up scraping around the logo too to make it a little bit more symmetrical and a little bit better looking. But it ended up just looking really just scratchy, so it just didn't work. But I did like it at the time, and I just kept looking at it, and I'm like, I can still do better. So that's when I started from scratch again. I got all the paint off that I put on there, and I repainted the logo. It looked a lot better this time. It was a lot more flat, and the logo looked better. I repainted the torso, and I repainted everything in that blue color that I used for the shading originally, and it came out a lot better. I still wasn't quite happy with the logo though, even though it's better. I just kept still tweaking with it. It came out to a better shape, but I still was waiting to get this proper shape. So then the replacements finally arrived today, and we have the final result, which I think is the best out of all of the versions of this figure that I've painted. It looks the cleanest. It's very bright and colorful. It has that nice gloss there, and I think it just looks great. The only materials you'll need to do this custom are rubbing alcohol. You'll definitely need some rubbing alcohol. I used some cologne I had laying around. It has rubbing alcohol in there. I would definitely recommend getting some actual rubbing alcohol though, just pure rubbing alcohol. Just apply it to the paint on the Task Force Superman, and I think that'll work for you. You'll also need some Apple Barrel bright yellow paint. Be careful applying it though, because it will get chunky if you apply too much. It will look bad. Even with some of the blue I applied, you don't have to do the blue like I did, but with the blue it got chunky at points. You'll be able to see that. It's not bad enough that I'm annoyed with it, but I'm sure people out there who are watching this video will be annoyed with that. So you don't have to do what I did. I just did it for me. But you'll definitely need some acrylic yellow for the belt. Also, for anyone wondering what blue paint I used Apple Barrel acrylic paint, and also for the blue I used Blue Kazoo. That's the color I went with because it was cheapest. But yeah, for anyone who wants to do this, it's not that expensive of a custom. Like the rubbing alcohol, that should only be like $3. Even cheaper if you have cologne just laying around. You could just use the cologne, but that's kind of an expensive waste to put on here, but that's what I did.
Cause I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet. Credit card debt. Tomorrow I may buy myself a dining room set or this Boba Fett.
But anyway, plus I already had it. Then for like the Apple Barrel paints, like the bright yellow, I think it's like 50 cents. The Blue Kazoo is 50 cents. The stickers they're $8 for both sets. So $12. Only be $12 on top of the 25, so that'd be 37. I mean, it's a little expensive. It's cheaper if you have some of the supplies already. the most expensive thing is going to be the stickers and the paint if you don't have them. So yeah, you can cut a little bit of the cost if you have the rubbing alcohol already. But yeah, it's not that expensive of a custom. It's more of a really expensive collector's edition. Really, it's kind of just making your own collector's edition. That's essentially what you're doing. Except you're not getting as much accessories or anything like that, but you are getting a figure you like. And if you want to add another cost to it with like the Superman head I was showing off earlier, you can add like $15 for the Superman Rebirth. I see I'm going for that all the time. So let's say 37 plus 15 be what, $52? Actually, that's kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot. You could just wait for Todd to make this kind of Superman, because I'm sure he will reuse this body a bunch, and he will use it for that Superman. He's already starting to use this body a lot.
But I want it now!
But if you want to do it right now, you can. But I just want to show the process of me making this. Yeah, here's all my Superman customs. This is probably these two are my favorite customs. These are the ones that turned out the best. This one might even still be my favorite, I'm not even gonna lie. But a bonus of spending so much money on the stickers, though, is I can put the yellow S's on the back of the other Superman capes. So now, the ones that don't have the yellow S have yellow S's. So that was a bonus to this. So if you do want to spend that money on the stickers, you do also get some other ones, so you can get multiple uses out of these. So I will mention that too. So it's not just going to be for the one Superman, depending on if you want to do it for some other ones too. Put some yellow S's on the back. I lied. I do have one more custom Superman. I have my regeneration suit Superman, or my black suit Superman over here that I did. This one actually glows in the dark. I kind of made it a little gimmicky. I'm going to show that off. Is it kind of stupid to have a glow-in-the-dark regeneration suit Superman? A little bit. It kind of looks a little dumb in the dark, but it's what I wanted to do. I thought it was a cool thing to do. I just got some acrylic glow-in-the-dark paint and put it on top of some silver. Before I end the video, I'll put it next to Christopher Reeve Superman, because these are kind of my two best, just straight-up classic kind of Supermen. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It took a lot of work to get this done. It was a lot of waiting, and it was just a lot of trial and error, but I think I got a good result in the end, and I'm very happy with it. So if you guys want to see me do some more customs in the future, I might tackle the Task Force Flash, because I do have them. I do want to try to mess with that, possibly. So if you want to see that, I might do it. I'm always doing customs around for my collection, so it'd be kind of cool to actually be productive with them instead of just keeping them to myself, just kind of show them off to the world. But yeah, I think that would be cool, but you know, if nobody cares, then I won't make another video like this. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you around.